back day, the best day, my favorite day. We're gonna get this started. Got a little extra time today. I am not in a rush, which is so nice. So we are going to focus more on strength and hypertrophy. We get a good warm up. Going a bit more into every set that we can. Going to be the same format as usual. 10 sets, various exercises for the back. But we're going to take our time between each set so we can be well rested and focused on that strength and hypertrophy, which I don't get to do very often. Usually got to be more in a hurry, got to keep it more intense, which is fine. Everything works. Always do the best with what you got. Whether it's your equipment, how much time you have, doesn't matter. So we got our first warm-up set done. We did some hanging with some scapula pulls. Next we're going to do some more hanging with some 7 positions where I kind of come up like this, bring the body up. Pretty cool. I call them 7 positions. I don't really know what else to call them. It's an exercise I learned when I was doing flying trapeze back in the day. Then, yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, let's do some 7s. Seven reps of 7s. That works. That's a good warm up. So next we're going to do some scapula swings. It's a little bit more of an involved warm up today. Usually I like to save my scapula swings for the end, but today, since I want to put more effort into the strength and hypertrophy training, we'll do it at the beginning and kind of use it as a more thorough warm up. Works a lot better that way. I always have a overall theme and game plan, but it's very flexible within the overall structure. Like I knew today was going to be back day, but I didn't know exactly what all I was going to do until I knew how much time I had. And since I have a little extra time, I'm still doing the same stuff as always with a slightly different approach. That's how you do it. So let's get these scapula swings done. Good times. Woo. Usually I do a set of 10 for those. This time, set of 12. So one of my overall philosophical pillars of bodyweight training is use basic bodyweight training, calisthenics, acrobatics with old school bodybuilding principles. And old school means you mix training for muscle growth and strength. Not one or the other. And unless you're really advanced, like a competitive bodybuilder, which I am not, mixing those 3 strategies up is highly effective and very powerful. You really don't have to train that much when you really know what you're doing. So today, we'll be doing some high reps, plus we'll be testing our maximum strength. Essentially when I get on to, what am I doing next? Next I'm doing some, the next 3 sets will be inverted bodyweight shrugs. This is more hypertrophy, this is more high repetition. Before I was doing sets of 12, those got pretty easy. So we're gonna now sets of 15, or we might just hold in that position and build some more stability, as that's important too. I always try to hit multiple modalities, multiple spectrums of fitness and strength in my workouts. Just makes things more efficient, more effective. Results per minute, results per repetition. That's what we want. So next set, try to do a little slower, more control, more time under tension. Another very important strength training, muscle building. We got talking outside. Time under tension, a very important concept for strength training and building muscle. Now right now, at this time, I'm not eating enough to build all that much muscle. I still train for it. That's the goal, is to build more muscle, to get stronger, but I'm only eating 2,000 calories a day. I do not plan on changing that anytime soon. Just makes for a much easier life on the road, if you know what I mean, but I'm not going to go into it. Aside from that, I think it's healthier in the long run, as I go into my 50s and eventually into my 60s, to focus more on strength to weight ratio and overall health and athleticism than just building as much muscle as possible. Do I really need to get bigger, like it's significantly bigger? Not really. Would I like to? Of course. Being jacked is fun. But there comes a point in life when you gotta balance things out more. When you're younger, strength is your glory. As you get older, it's more about wisdom and balance. So that's what I try to go for. I don't know if I always succeed, but you gotta aim for something. Otherwise, you miss everything. Okay. Did it. I was definitely feeling that more, especially towards the end. See, just these slight adjustments. That's the trick with bodyweight training. You just got to really go by feel. As eventually, you're going to be doing higher repetitions. And I think once you get into that 12 to 15 repetition range, and it starts to feel not exactly all that challenging, you got to find ways to make it more challenging. And with bodyweight, a lot of times that's just slowing down. Try to focus more on your range of motion. You maybe saw me, I was trying to really squeeze in that shrug position right there. I was really trying to squeeze that and just controlling the eccentric. And that I definitely felt that hit my traps a lot more, which is good because I really want to start hitting my upper back. So now we're going to move on to the meat and potatoes portion of this workout. So this is going to be the same as I'm doing before, but I'm really going to try to push that. These are front lever tuck bodyweight rows. Very tough exercise. We're going to try to spend not necessarily a lot of time in that front tuck position, but we're just going to try to open up the tuck more after we do some reps. We'll hang in the standard open tuck position and do a couple reps, hang some more, do a couple reps, and then at the end I'm really going to try to open up the tuck to really test my strength. And we'll do 3 sets of this. And then I think on the last set, so we'll do 2 sets like that, and the last set we'll do just rep it out as much as we can through the full range of failure, or until it gets to where I can just barely get anything out of it. Okay, let's get this started. I hope this is making sense, but if it doesn't, that's okay. Not too many people are watching these anyways, so now's the time to get better at how I talk about this stuff. Working out and getting strong and stuff. That's what we do around here. I really tried to open it up until I basically could barely keep it. That was maximum strength right there. I just keep opening up that tuck until I just start falling out of it and I can't keep it. That's how you build strength, and you really feel that in your lower lats. You feel it all over your back, but especially, I mean, it just fires up the lower lats. It's an awesome exercise. For the next set, about the same thing. We'll probably hold the open tuck position more in the beginning, then do 4 reps, then we'll open it up nice and slow and really just try to keep that position as best we can until failure, basically. The great thing about really testing your strength, your max strength, with calisthenics and the acrobatic style of training that I do, is that it's all body weight. So the chances of hurting yourself is pretty low. It just doesn't place a whole lot of stress on the tendons once you've built up that basic level of strength. It's still extremely challenging. Another thing it does is it allows you to work out more intensely, more often, if that works sense, if that sounds or makes sense. Or my overall philosophy is high frequency, moderate intensity. As you can see, I'm not really breathing that heavy because I'm taking more time between sets. Usually I'm going at a faster pace, so I'm breathing a little more, hitting that cardio a little bit, which is great to do. You got to make all these subtle changes in your workout to get the best overall benefit. Even though my overall focus on my training is strength and body weight skill, I try to hit everything like flexibility, balance, a little bit of cardio. I try to hit a broad spectrum of fitness for just a good overall benefit. I think that's key for a long life of health and vitality. Okay, second set here. We're just gonna hold right here. This is an open tuck. I'm gonna do about 3-4 reps. Hold. Now we're just going to open it up as much as we can, straighten the legs. It's getting hard to hold, barely hold it. So that's a set that's more strength with a little bit of hypertrophy. You still got 4 reps, which is still more towards the strength side of things, but just enough reps to hit a little hypertrophy. Then towards the end, we tested our maximum strength with opening up the tuck, the front lever tuck position. That's how it's done, but it's subtle. All these subtle little techniques that you can use every day throughout your workout to make it more challenging in different ways. This is what I'm trying to teach people. Train every day, have a little bit of fun, and get strong and healthy. Okay, let's do our last set of front lever rows. This will be open tuck to a more tighter tuck. Because right now we're just going for as many reps as possible through a wide range of motion, a wide range of failure through the whole range of motion. So we're gonna go until we can barely just get anything out of a single rep. You'll see what I mean here quite soon. Now for the final 2 sets, pull-ups, 1 wide, 1 narrow, all the way till I can barely get my nose to the bar. Then some stretching, and that'll be the workout for the day. Been going 21 minutes, so that's pretty good. Still about the same pace as last time. This will only be 2 or 3 minutes longer than usual. But I want to get a lot out of these next 2 sets, so I'm going to take a little bit more of a break than usual. Let's get these pull-ups done. We're going to make these a little more challenging with keeping our legs straight and forward. Let's get them done. Oh yeah. So I could have grinded out, just really grinded that last one to the end of my nose. But honestly, I think when it gets to that point, that's fine. Especially with keeping my legs straight into the front like that. Makes it much more challenging. But that's how it's done. Little changes over time makes a big difference. A key benefit to working out every day, not only do you feel really good because you're working out so much, you're getting blood flowing through you, getting those endorphins every day, which I think is key, especially as we get older. But you really learn how to listen to your body, because you have to. If you don't listen to your body and change things up as needed, I think a lot of times you'll burn out. You're not going to have as much fun. Because what you learn is a lot of the fun of strength training isn't so much the training itself as just challenging yourself. I think that's a deep spiritual thing, as just being a human. Our spirit wants a challenge. Our mind wants comfort. Our mind wants safety. But our heart and our spirit wants a challenge. And once you get yourself used to physically demanding things and just finding ways to make progress, even a little bit of progress one way or the other, you get addicted to it. And after a while, you can't imagine living any other way. But you got to build up to that. It does not come easy. Start small, be consistent, do just enough to get a pump, get some endorphins, feel better, give you energy for the rest of your day. It'll start to happen. It just naturally builds over time. But you got to earn it. No way around that. Okay, final set, a little narrow grip here. Okay. Yeah, that was good. That was solid all around. It only took about 26 minutes from the start, from hitting record till now. So up to about a half an hour. And that's about how much I train every day. I'll do another little stretching and mobility routine this afternoon. I did about 5 minutes this morning. There's some light stretching calisthenics. Then I have my main workout. Then I'll do about 10 minutes this afternoon when I'm done driving. Just some other more light stretching and mobility. And that'll be that. About 45 minutes. That's what I try to keep it to maximum every day. No more than 45 minutes. And it usually comes out to between a half hour to 45 minutes on the daily. And I find that's pretty easy to maintain no matter my schedule. Well, not easy. Sometimes it's quite challenging because sometimes my schedule out here is kind of nuts. But one way or the other, even if I gotta get up and hit my workout at 1 o'clock in the morning because my appointment schedules are all crazy, which happens, I can still get it done. And I have all kinds of ways to modify everything. Most important thing though is to just keep going. Find a way to make sustainable and build that lifelong habit. Okay, time for me to get back on the road. Next time.